Hello there, get an insight into how my people of Madang province in Papua New Guinea go about making a new garden to plant food crops. Here is a first-hand experience from Toto village. I can vividly recall my mom and dad clearing a small patch while I sit under a shade playing with sticks and stones, imagining myself as a movie star or superhero or just chasing insects in the nearby shrubs. Our gardens were mostly for cultivating yam and taro, our staple food, and are prepared between the months of December, with planting to be completed by end of January or by mid-February annually. Firstly, a fallow piece of land is identified and the trees and shrubs are cut down and cleared. The clearing of this fallow land is mostly done by a family with the help of extended families, depending on the size of the land. These are left for a couple of days to a week to dry, provided that the weather gods are kind enough to ensure sufficient sunshine to get them ready for the next stage. Fallen and dried palm tree fronds are gathered and laid over the dried shrubs and fallen trees, covering the whole patch, and burnt around about the middle of the day. This gives ample time to sit under the shade, have a gulp of water, and cool oneself, and observe the burning of dried shrub, cut trees, and palm tree fronds. For a small patch, this takes about less than an hour for it to completely burn. Once the burning is complete, the patch is raked and cleared of remaining debris, and the unburnt tree branches and trunks are cut up and piled away to create plowable space. All of this is a day's work. Long bamboo stalks are laid out 4 meters apart along the length of the area and spaced out equally. Another lot of bamboo stalks are laid out horizontally and also equally spaced at 4 meters wide across the ones laid down earlier, creating an area of 16 square meters. The entire patch would consist of 6 to 8 of these squares. With the plots marked out, the ground is ready for plowing. Plowing requires a lot more effort and is mostly to be completed in a day, as extended family and friends are requested to help on the day. Each plot will have 4 by 4 mounds for yam, and the space at the edge of each mound is reserved for taro. Garden hoes are the best tools for this job, and every family is expected to own at least one. The day after plowing is completed, women visit each and every mound to remove any remaining litter and roots, ensuring the mounds are ready for the yam buds. The number of columns determines the number of women needed, and the total mounds dictate the duration of this process. Most times, this process takes a day, at worst, a day and a half. Planting of yam sucklings follows after with the same women or number of women. These women are required to do dry fasting until they have completed planting. They are also banned from going near or into the sea after planting until the next day, and must always face the opposite direction of the sea during sowing. A week or two after the planting, straight sticks or branches of about 3 meters or 4 meters long, such as the stem of the pit plant, are gathered and brought to site. The scientific name for pit is saccharomedulle. One end of each branch is shoved into the ground on the edge of each yam mound, with the other end tied together with the others to form a teepee-like structure, creating support for the growing yam. The teepee-like structure requires 4 sticks each, one on each side of the yam mound. As the yams sprout and follow the teepee-like support, men and boys go in with their digging sticks, creating holes in the spaces around the yam mounds for planting taro. Women collect taro sucklings from old gardens and plant after the men dig the holes. That signifies the end of the primary garden-making process. Until the major harvest festival of the taro and yam, let us continue to weed and clean our newly cultivated garden. Thank you and bye for now.